All right, we are now recording. So this is our social media call, episode 2. We are going to be talking about our stories, which I had mentioned last week that we were going to be doing. And so last week, to recap, everyone was supposed to go through their Facebook and they were supposed to delete anything that was not, that was shared from other people, that was salesy, product pictures, different things like that. And so going through that and posting this week just about your family lives. So I want to ask real quick, those of you, and you can unmute yourself, but those of you who did the challenge, what did you notice with your Facebook, with the interactions and stuff like that? Maybe Alicia and Morris, what did you guys notice with your changes?
We definitely noticed a little bit more like people actually commenting or
more interaction.
Yeah, the more interaction with something that you shared.
I just asked a question about parenting of technology and I had like 30 comments on it. That was just
Good.
a question.
And it's that simple, y'all. Like, it doesn't have to be complicated. To me, if you look at Facebook and you're intimidated, like, it's just Facebook. If you don't like it, somebody doesn't like it, delete. Like, that's the beauty of it. It's the internet, yes. But the thing is that it's a growing process. If you go back and look at my first post, you'd be like, why is she training on social media? What? And I'm training on it because I went from a place where it looked like a cow doo-dooed on my Facebook. I don't know why I just said that. I grew up on a farm, all the way to now where every single time I post, I get a lot of interaction. And I get a lot of interaction because I have built my Facebook and not spammed people and not, hi guys, here's my new Renew cream. It helps my tea in so much. Like, that's not the way to do it. Most of the time when you're going to place a product, and please, for the love of God, like, only do this very sparingly because nobody's going to follow you. They're going to go to your profile and then I go unfollow because I don't want to hurt your feelings to defriend you. And they're never going to see your stuff again. So that's a couple of ways that why you want to be careful with it. So what I'm going to do right now, and I have no idea what I'm going to find when I pull these up. So you can't you can't control someone's stories. So, I think it'll be fine. We'll see. I'll go pick on trustworthy people. So I do a lot of funny stuff. I am a recovering sailor. So I do a lot of memes and funny stuff. And that was a joke. If you guys didn't get that, then ask me later and I'll explain what it was. But I am trying to cut down on that. I love memes. I love sharing funny things. I love food. I've really started trying to be healthier. Tonight I made my husband homemade Buckeyes. I don't even like peanut butter and chocolate, but he's obsessed. And so I took pictures of it and I'm going to be putting it in my stories. And so I will show you my stories. First one, I kind of wish I would have put up. It's a little embarrassing now that this is being recorded and put on YouTube, but it's all good. This is who I am. Love me or don't. So this is my dog and I'm going to click on it and she is the sassiest thing literally ever. So yes, it does say that. And then I put her, wait, where did it go? And then I did that. And so, like, silly little things that make you laugh, things that make your day. And you can see the interactions on the right side as it continues to go through. So, like, the first one, you can see laughs. And the thing is that when people laugh at this or they can message you, you can go in and comment, plant-powered sweets and treats. Like, I'm not like, dreamer, yes. Okay, this thing is hilarious. This video, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Day made, you're welcome. And just talking about, like, food, like, literally did nothing special. And then my husband decided to put these strawberries all over his desk that he decided to eat and leave there. And so it doesn't matter what it's about. It doesn't matter if you think it's intriguing or you're not. Like, just share something. Like, for example, it's so easy. If you need help with what things to put in your stories. Like, just think about your life. Like, your baby did something really cute that day. Maybe they said their first word. Maybe first word, that's post worthy. Let's get that clear. But maybe they like threw a spoon and it splattered all over your face. Like, take a selfie, post it. People like to relate to people that are real. Okay. There's too much fake. Like, let me make sure I get this filter just right and blah, 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 blah. Like, you need to be real when it comes to your social media, or no one's going to want to follow you. And so when you do share about products, when you do post about how amazing that, my husband had the flu, he had influenza A last week, and I gave him the sprays, and he told me that he feels so much better after that. Okay. When you post that, you're going to get tons of interaction. So whenever I make a post or I make a story about a product, I will get anywhere between 15 and 25 messages just off of that, because I built my Facebook, I've built my posts, I built my stories. And the stories are just like the everyday thing. I generally maybe post once or twice a day, but you don't have to do that. So don't get intimidated. Don't get freaked out. Like, this is set at your pace. It used to be I'd post maybe once a week and then twice a week. And so if you haven't watched the first episode of this, go back and find it. It's called Facebook Facelift. And it's also in the units of our freedom movement. It's also on YouTube. If you just Google if you YouTube type in my name, it'll pop up there. And so let's check this out. Let's pick on Nicole here. Okay. So let's start at the beginning. Okay. So very nice. I haven't looked at this yet. Awesome. Really good books. Okay, so this is attractive, y'all. Okay. She's probably going to like poop herself that I'm sharing her working out on YouTube now, but whatever. And the audiobook that I was like, listen, Linda, listen. Okay, so food, prepping breakfast and lunch. I'm going to keep this here in case I need to skip something.
Killer. Vicious killer.
Her son's name is Killian.
Are you mad now? Are you mad?
Okay, let's not do that. Not the babies aren't cute. Okay, there's a lot of audio on this. I told you, I don't know what I'm going to find. I'm just going over people's stuff. Like, even the cat's cute, right? It's just like, it doesn't have to be complicated. Okay, she lives in Australia, so she's sharing her view. And a cat, again, catagrams. Made that up last week. Okay, stories are something that is fun. Stories are something that shows people who you are. People will click on it, and you know what's really great, guys? You know what really, really is awesome? Is you can use this as a recruiting tool and a prospecting tool, and you can go in and go through each person on your stories, and you can message them off of their story and say, wow, this looks so good. And that's how you start a conversation. Instead of trying to go to their Facebook and be like, what do I say? Is their kid's hair really curly and it's really cute? And hey, I saw this post from 2 years ago where you were talking about how cute your kid's hair was. And I really just wanted to message you today and talk to you about it. That is so awkward. Please don't do that. Like, I will read and delete if I see something like that, because I know they're fishing, right? But if someone's forming a genuine relationship, which is what a lot of this is about, is forming genuine relationships, I'll be intrigued and we'll talk about it. And then maybe we won't talk for a couple months. And like, honestly, that's how a lot of people come into my team, is because they get to know me, and they get to know me a lot of times through Facebook, because that's how it is nowadays. Like, everything's through there. And then, but I don't just stop it there. Like, I message them, or I talk to them on the phone, or I hop on a Zoom with them and say, hey, we haven't talked in a while. Let's catch up. Facebook is a tool. I don't know how many times I can say this, but Facebook is a tool. It is not something that you use as your primary way to grow your business. If you were doing that, you will fail. You will not bring in the right amount of people. If you're making a post and you're relying on those posts, I'm trying like not to have, okay, we'll just settle on that. Having those posts be where people want to, sorry, I'm like getting distracted by all the different posts here. I'm just going to stop sharing for a second because it's distracting me too much. people want to know who you are. Squirrel. I am a squirrel. You'll see me post about that. That's definitely in my stories. Just let them know who you are. You're having coffee that morning. Great. Like, we do a lot of stuff virtually nowadays, and the things that you can reach a lot of people that way too, right? Like the people you work with, they know what coffee you drink, or, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe your coworkers are jerks and they're hermit crabs and they want nothing to do with you. But maybe they're like, oh, where'd you get that coffee from? It smells really good. Maybe they're friendly. This is about making friends, about being genuine, and stories are just an awesome way to do that. So let's, I'm going to go through real quick and show you guys how to make a story. I haven't done it on my laptop yet, so we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to share this again. Okay. Can I even add to my story through Facebook? Maybe I can't. Just kidding. I can't do that. Okay. So what you want to do is when you go on your app, because you can't really do it from your computer, you want to go on your app, and you want it right here on this left-hand side is going to be a add story button. It's got a little plus sign. It's got add story. And you can go in and add the picture that you want into it. You can even add music to it, which I won't get too crazy now because some of y'all don't even know what stories are. But there's a little, just start by sharing a picture, okay? But you're going to get more interaction if you do things like put a post, okay? Like a little GIF, it catches people's eyes. Think about the billboards, the ones that move. It's a lot of fun to compose different things. And then if you want to share something, you just can't help yourself. You just, like the bun lady, you'll need to share it with the world. Don't share it on your Facebook post, put it in your stories. Because people can click on that link and it go, and it's not going to lower your algorithms. At least not right now, unless they do something crazy. Something that is extremely beneficial as well is creating polls, okay? There's this little button. Actually, I think I'm just going to show you on my phone. This may not be the most professional way of doing this, but whatever, it works. So, okay, you guys see that right there where it says add to story, okay? So you're going to click on that, okay? And then I've got the Buckeyes. Those are pictures of my ceiling for some reason. But I've got the Buckeyes that I made my husband right there. Yum, okay? Homemade, crunchy Buckeyes that I created from a recipe, okay? Cool. So you've got your picture, all right? Then you have these little things up here. It's probably really hard for you guys to see. It's hard for me to even see. But it says stickers, text, draw, and effects, okay? So you can do something really fun with this. Click on stickers, okay? My favorite is GIFs. I love GIFs. I love memes. I love GIFs. I love things that move. And so you're going to want to go to GIFs, okay? And I'm going to search drool, okay? You guys are actively seeing me do this, and then you can go and click later. If you're not friends with me, you can friend me. But if you go and click on my stories, you'll be able to see what I did here. And you'll be able to know what I'm talking about. So my favorite one to put on food that I'm obsessed with is this drooling Patrick from SpongeBob. That's my favorite. I don't know why I love it. It is what it is. Do the things that make you happy. And that just fits very perfectly in the center of that Buckeye. So it looks like my Buckeye is drooling Patrick squared. Okay? Fun stuff. Make people laugh. I love to laugh. I love to smile. There were a lot of time where I wasn't able to because of my TN, and now every opportunity I get, I want to laugh. I want to make other people laugh. So it's fun. So Patrick squares right there, okay? And then you've got, this is so, I need to figure out how to do this a different way one day. But right here, it says add text, okay? So I'm going to go in, and I'm going to type in homemade Buckeyes for the hubs. And you know what's even cooler is you can actually tag people. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to tag my husband. And he can add it to his story if he wants and be like, wifey of the year, yay. Just kidding. This is actually because I forgot to get him chocolate for Valentine's Day. And so this is my like makeup. It is what it is. I forgot. Lots of stuff were going on, but he's got chocolate now, tons of it. So, and honestly, way better than a box of chocolates in my opinion. And he agrees. He just went, yeah, like that. You can't see him, and I'm not going to turn it because we're in a renovation. But so made homemade Buckeyes for the hubs. Heart face, okay? And if you make a typo, okay, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to delete it and re-put it up, okay? Karen can chill her jets. It's gonna be all right. Everybody makes mistakes. So homemade Buckeyes for the hubs. Put that down at the bottom. You can hear my husband still recovering from his flu. So, and then you can change the font. Okay, so you can go down here to classic. You can go to pop. I prefer doing this stuff on Instagram and forwarding it to Facebook because I like their preface better. I like the way that the text is set up. I like the GIFs better. Facebook just now made it to where you can do GIFs, but say you don't have Instagram, that's why I'm showing it this way. But if you have Instagram, link it to your Facebook account. And when you go in to share a story, link it to your Facebook. If you need help with that, I can show you how to do that too. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like how limited they are, but it's all good. So made homemade Buckeyes, okay? And then you are going to hit that little button that says share to stories, okay? Boom, it's there for all the world to see forever and ever. I'm just kidding. It disappears after 24 hours. So whatever you put, even if it's the silliest, stupidest thing ever, and you're like, oh my goodness, I wish I wouldn't have done that, it disappears in 24 hours. So that is an ideal time frame to put what? Occasionally to put products. Because when you friend new people or you meet new people, they're not going to go to your Facebook and say, oh God, she's one of those CBD moms. Okay. They're going to be attracted to what your Facebook is. And then maybe one day they're following you and they pop up in your stories and you go, lifesaver. Okay. Selfie. Let's just pretend selfie. Well, I have a phone. I don't know why I'm pretending. Totally saving my butt right now. Stressed out. So many dishes. Renovation killing me. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that does not make your entire next 20 slides of stories about CBD and how life-changing it is. And here's the will of CBDG and CBDA and CBDD. Like, please don't do that. You do all of that. Honestly, you want to keep your stories from around 8 to 15. If I'll be honest with you guys, if someone does over 15, I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this person. Next, swipe. And not because like to be mean or anything, but people get bored. So you want to go in and just keep it to where people are interested. Just like, training, speaking, anything like that, 30 minutes is that sweet spot. You go past that, we all start to zone out. I zone out myself sometimes, even if I'm talking, if it's after 30 minutes. And so I'm sorry guys, I'm feeling like really silly and sarcastic tonight. Alicia's rubbing off on me, but so put in your stories things that you care about, and every now and then drip on people, just like we take our little dropper. Okay, you drip cue on people. All right, you don't vomit. No one wants to be vomited on. No one wants to be vomited on. Okay. So in your stories, you're sharing your life. And so everyone, I would love for you to go in your stories this week, and every day or every 3 days or whatever the case may be, just share something. But stories are better if you do it every day. Little things like the sunset picture or a picture of your dog, or your dog is crazy like mine. So 9 times out of 10, I post about my dogs. And so next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a worksheet where I can teach you what posts to make and how to make them and how to determine what post you're going to make. And you can also use that for your stories. But this is about cleaning it up. I wanted the first 2 sessions to be about cleaning your Facebook, cleaning up your stories, stop posting every post you ever make about how the Align has made you clean your gut up. And yes, you went to the bathroom for 5 days because it cleans your gut up, and how you don't want to, like, stop. Please don't vomit or diarrhea all over people. It's too much. So make sure you are doing things in a way that would you want to look at that? Would you want to read about how somebody had diarrhea for 5 days after doing this detox? I'm sorry. Delete, delete, delete is what would happen there. Like, nobody wants to hear about that. Okay? Think about the way that you're presenting things as well. If it is questionable, please put it in our celebration chat, not in important announcements. That is only for important announcements, not for questions. But in the celebration chat, and say, hey guys, I want to make this post, or I want to put this in my stories. Does this sound okay? It is okay to ask for help. Okay. I help people all the time. Literally every day I get a message. Hey, should I post this? Hey, I put this up on my Facebook. Can you check it out? I kind of feel like maybe it isn't right. Takes me 2 seconds. I'll go and check it out. Yes, you're good. Or, oh, take it down. Like, no, no, no. Like, don't do that. Delete, delete, delete. And so, being able to have a good Facebook can grow your business, but it is a tool. If you don't want to use Facebook, fine and dandy, totally fine. If you're a face-to-face person where you want to get out there and you don't want to have a Facebook and it's not interested to you at all, that's fine. I don't know why you're on this training, but I don't know, maybe you needed some insight into Facebook, or someone else did, or someone in your team did. But make sure you were attractive. Think about, what would I like to see today on my Facebook? What would inspire me? What would make me laugh? Baby Yoda always makes me smile. Doesn't matter what the meme is, or if I've seen 50 of them, Baby Yoda always makes me happy. And so Baby Yoda is constantly in my stories. It's just a reality. It happens. Disney's getting all this promotion for free, right? And you are your own promotion. You are able to use your Facebook as a way to grow yourself. Q and our products, okay, they sell themselves, but we are the vessel in which they are delivered. So make sure that vessel is classy. Make sure that vessel is something that makes people laugh, that's attracted to people, because the product's going to sell itself. But make sure that people want to talk to you to buy it. There's been so many people who they're like, I know tons of people that sell this, but I really like the way you come off, and I like the way you are, and I like your Facebook. So I'd rather get it from you. And a lot of times what they say is because I don't post all day long about it. They only figured it out because they messaged me and asked. Or they were like, they knew a hint, or they knew about Q, and they go, I know by your posting that you're not going to spam me. It is attractive when you're having to ask people for things, when you're creating that curiosity. Okay. So, if you have any questions about social media, if you have any questions about Facebook, if you're concerned about a post you're about to make, don't post it. If you even think maybe it's not a good idea, it's probably not. So put it in the celebration chat. We will help you reword it. We will help you pick a different picture. Remember, do not vomit on people in your stories either. Please. It doesn't matter if you see other people doing this. Guys, it is not the way. This is the way. And if you watch Mandalorian, you just got the 15 billion different references I made. But this is the way that gains customers. This is the way that gains ambassadors as a tool, not as your primary business builder. But I will tell you guys that in the past year that I built all of my stuff, most everyone comes from my Facebook now. But I build those connections. I reach out to them. I message them. I get to know them. I say, hey, can I call you? And we just chat for 10 minutes. I'd love to pick your brain, or I'd love to talk to you, or I'd love to get to know you better. It takes me probably about 20 to 30 different exposures just in conversation, not about Q, just asking about their family. Oh, what'd you make for dinner tonight? How are you doing? Before I mention anything. And I listen. Listen, Linda, listen. Like, that is the most important tool to think of when you come to Facebook. Okay. I'll tell you guys right now, there are some people in our business that I love to death, but I have unfollowed them because their stuff, it's not, I talked about tonight on the team training call about the 5 people that you surround yourself with. People want to follow positive, uplifting, funny, whatever the case may be. If you have something that you need to complain about, message your best friend, message your mentor, whoever it may be. If you have something you want to bring awareness about, and it is something that you're struggling with, totally fine, but make sure you go in there and you shed some light. You bring some kind of light into the world, because guys, our world is dark enough. So bring that light, and that's a tool that social media can be. There's been several times where people have messaged me and said, today I looked on your Facebook and I was about to take my life and I decided not to. And that is a powerful thing. It is extremely powerful, but you have to deliver things in the right way. And you may have the best message in the entire world, but if you are constantly delivering it in the wrong way, no one's going to listen to you. So clean up your stories. Start thinking about the things you can do. Maybe make a list of things you love and think about posting that. But the main thing you're going to want to think about this week is not posting much of your products. The end of the month is here. And I know we're all so tempted to be like, free shipping, $10 off. Here's your newspaper. Come and get it. Here we are. 25 cents. Like, don't do it. Okay. Message people individually. Make them feel special. Every now and then it's okay to do that. And guess what, guys? If you aren't vomiting all over people, if you make a post like that at the end of the month, once a month, or whatever the case may be, more people are going to see it. So when you need it, it's going to be there. So does anyone have, I'm going to stop the recording now and ask what questions you guys have.